This is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only station that is commercial free all the way up until the top of the hour. We have you covered this morning. You just heard from Jeannette. She'll give us a deeper look at weather again in just a few minutes. But now let's check in with Joy and see how traffic is shaping up. The northeast side is not looking good, Joy.
No, we've had a rough morning today, Marisa, and we now have a live look at that backup that is sitting on Loop 1604, a complete shutdown of the eastbound lanes here. Photojournalist David Mendoza bringing us this live picture, and he has more details. Good morning, David.
We've been tracking this accident all morning. It's a collision between an 18-wheeler and a truck that has blocked all main lanes of 1604 eastbound. Traffic is currently at a standstill. Actually, I've had this shot up for about 10 minutes, and I've been focused on these police right here. They haven't moved in the past 10 minutes. I've been listening to police transmission as well. Looks like they're trying to reverse some cars on the eastbound lanes of 1604 just to get these vehicles off the road. I know they're having a real problem coming up with a way to clear this accident without affecting all these people. Right now, though, traffic is at a complete standstill with no movement whatsoever in the eastbound lanes. The best alternative route that I've found so far was exiting Green Mountain Road and going the back roads to avoid this part of 1604 completely if you need to get onto 35 in the northeast side. But again, everything is just completely stopped right now. This could be an hours-long delay. I'll let you know what else I can learn on the scene momentarily. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And these cars that are sitting here, I mean, they've been here since this accident first happened, which was about an hour ago at least. And so this is our biggest delay. We'll continue to update you on this, let you know when we get things back open here on the northeast side. In the meantime, no movement as you're approaching I-35 eastbound on Loop 1604. Moving on now, 281 has also had a rough morning. We are now looking at our third accident along this highway. This time we are going to be in the southbound lanes at Sprucewood. Here's a live look showing you the situation there. 2 lanes blocked right now and already starting to see that congestion building in the southbound lanes this morning. Otherwise, it's the construction in the downtown area, upper level of I-35 northbound from I-10 to Brooklyn. Everywhere else, still dealing with wet roads this morning. So a lot to cover. We'll have another update for you soon with your on-time traffic.
Joy, thank you. Local shelters are stepping up to help the homeless during this weekend's chilling temperatures. Haven for Hope is one of the places helping people out. It's also one of the biggest homeless shelters in the city. Terry Bailing, the director of communications, says they're doing what they can to help as many people as possible during the extreme weather. She says they also have workers going out into the elements to help those who are choosing to brave the Arctic blast.
2 weekends ago had our Share the Warmth event, and we collected about 2,300 items. Our outreach team will be available to transport people to shelter.
Haven for Hope is working with multiple nonprofits to ensure anyone who needs protection can get it. With the winter weather coming up, way up, a lot of events have been canceled. News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon joins us live with this morning with the details. Good morning, Christina.
Yeah, good morning, Marissa. Good morning, everyone. There's plenty of events and places actually that are going to be closed due to the weather that's coming in. So here are just some of them. Have a look for yourselves. SAISD, Edgewood, and Somerset ISD have all canceled all their events and extracurricular activities for this weekend. In fact, San Felipe Del Rio Independent Consolidated School District also canceling all their extracurricular activities, and they will be opening their school late on Monday. There's also several events that are just not happening either. They include Six Flags Fiesta Texas, going to be closed all weekend long, but they say if you have any tickets for this weekend, you can redeem them any other time. The Pearl Farmers Market is going to be canceled all weekend, and the Briscoe Wild West Wildlife Festival is going to be closed tomorrow. And the Boeing hiring event, well, that was scheduled for tomorrow. It will be canceled and will be happening at the end of the month. So overall, like Jeannette mentioned, it is just going to be best to stay indoors. That time window was really great that she told us. Basically tomorrow 5 p.m. all the way till Sunday 5 p.m. That window is just the worst to be outside. The roadway is simply dangerous for anyone to be out. Reporting live, I'm Christina De Leon. We will send it back to you.
Christina, thank you. Questions when it comes to trust and of transparency when it comes to immigration enforcement and local law enforcement took center stage at San Antonio City Hall Thursday. During an 8-hour council meeting, both ICE supporters and anti-ICE protesters voiced their frustrations with city leaders. The council heard a presentation explaining SAPD's cooperation with federal agencies like ICE, Police Chief William McManus reaffirmed that neither the city or police can adopt laws that interfere with enforcement of federal immigration laws. Those against ICE operations say they want the agency out of San Antonio, while supporters say the agents are just doing their jobs.
I feel like ICE is a rogue agency, it's secret police, and I don't understand why we have secret police here in America. I feel like they are building fear in the communities, which I feel we shouldn't have to live like that.
No one should be threatened, harassed, or harmed for doing their job. Law enforcement must be able to do their job safely and without interference.
As part of those legal obligations, SAPD also cannot stop its officers from asking about immigration status. New details this morning in Iran's nationwide crackdown on protests. More than 5,000 people have now been killed, according to a U.S.-based human rights group. This comes as an internet blackout in Iran has crossed the 2-week mark. According to the human rights group, 43 of the deaths were children and 40 were civilians who weren't taking part in the protests. President Trump has threatened military action against Iran if the killings don't stop. He told reporters Thursday night that U.S. ships are moving towards the Mideast.
You know, we have a lot of ships going that direction, just in case. We have a big flotilla going in that direction, and we'll see what happens.
A deal over Facebook Marketplace turned into what police are calling a deadly ambush. Police say 42-year-old Michael Ryan Burke was gunned down near his home in Missouri Sunday while trying to sell his phone. Burke spent his last moments calling 911, then sent a text to his family saying, "I'm dying and I love you." Authorities arrested 3 18-year-olds and a juvenile suspect on murder and robbery charges. Burke was a Marine veteran. He's remembered as a beloved friend dedicated to serving others. Under Armour is investigating reports of a recent data breach. The breach reportedly happened last November and affected 72 million email addresses. Some of the impacted records may have contained names, genders, birth dates, and zip codes. Under Armour says there is no evidence suggesting the issue affected their website or systems used to process payments. President Donald Trump is suing banking giant J.P. Morgan and its CEO, Jamie Dimon, for $5 billion. The president claims the bank closed several of his personal and business accounts over political reasons. The bank says it did not close the accounts for political reasons and that the lawsuit has no merit. The much talked about TikTok deal is done. Both the U.S. and China signed off on an agreement to hand the social media company's U.S. division to a group of investors. More information is expected to come out later today. TikTok has come under scrutiny for years over its Chinese ownership and national security concerns. Now, if you did not know it, tax season starts on Monday and the IRS will start processing federal returns. You have until April 15th to file your federal taxes and pay any taxes owed. Because of an executive order phasing out paper refund checks, the IRS says you should set up direct deposit if you're expecting a refund.
Now you're certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette.
I thought it was a good call when you said the times that people should basically stay in is from Saturday 5 p.m. to Sunday 5 p.m.
Yes, if you want to hunker down, do that as early as 5 o'clock Saturday evening up until about Sunday, late afternoon, early evening, because that's when temperatures will drop and that's when we could see some ice in our area. But the hill country could see some ice as early as tomorrow. So let's break it down for you. Weekend weather alert. The Arctic cold front we've been talking about all week, that gets here overnight. Behind it, temperatures will drop throughout tomorrow and it gets windy, talking wind gusts 25 to 35 miles an hour or higher, and that's going to make it feel even colder. We'll see showers and thunderstorms tonight, a bit of cold rain on and off throughout your Saturday, but it's late Saturday going into early Sunday when we could see some patchy ice, talking freezing rain, sleet, better risk for the ice in the hill country and points north. The Arctic air mass settles in Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's when wind chill temperatures feels like temperatures will drop to the single digits in the hill country, teens for the rest of us. Across the country right now, let's check out the precipitation out west because this is going to play a role in what we'll see later today. We're seeing rain in El Paso. That's snow farther to the north and west into Arizona, Utah, Colorado. The driving force for that moisture is an upper level disturbance. Counterclockwise circulation around low pressure, bringing in Pacific moisture. As that gets closer, well, the moisture is just going to increase here in Texas. So we have the moisture. And then we'll get the cold, the extreme cold. You see the Arctic air that's across the northern plains and the upper Midwest? Well, that's going to continue to spill to the south and east, and this is going to impact areas along and east of the Colorado Rockies straight through Monday. Let's take you through today. So cloudy skies all day. This afternoon, we'll see widely scattered showers. And then late tonight, before the arrival of the cold front, we'll see showers and thunderstorms, and some heavy rain is likely. No severe weather, but of course heavy rain, and you'll hear some lightning, some thunder, I should say, tonight. You see lightning, hear thunder. After 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, we may catch a little break before more rain comes in. And this is when we see the cold rain, Del Rio to Eagle Pass, perhaps some patchy freezing rain or drizzle as early as midday in the Western Hill Country. And then by 5, 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, there is the concern for maybe some freezing drizzle or freezing light rain coming closer to San Antonio and the rest of the Hill Country. Late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, we get the final wave of moisture before we dry out by Sunday afternoon, and by then we're above freezing. The primary concerns for ice in the Hill Country, that's where there is a winter storm warning. Ice is likely, about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of ice, and that will weigh down power lines, causing power outages, also slick travel. And we could see a glaze to a few hundredths of an inch of ice early Sunday morning farther to the south and east, and yes, that includes San Antonio. This is a big rainmaker for the area with the heavy rain tonight. We're talking upwards of an inch, inch and a half of rain for the area. There goes that winter storm warning. That's tomorrow morning through Sunday morning. Extreme cold watch from Saturday evening through Monday morning. Make sure you have that 4-zone weather app. We're going to keep you guys updated through the day, through the weekend. We'll be staffed here. 80% chance of rain tonight, 60 tomorrow, 30% Saturday night, Sunday morning. We're going to dry out later Sunday, but we're in a deep freeze Sunday night into Monday morning. Heading back to work and school, you really have to bundle up because temperatures here will be in the teens. It'll get a lot warmer by next Wednesday. Here's the extended forecast for the other 3 zones. Make sure that you are weather aware this weekend.
Let's get another update from photojournalist David Mendoza. He is live on the northeast side where an 18-wheeler accident has shut down Loop 1604 eastbound entirely. David, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Joy. Well, the update here is that there is still no movement. If you can tell, my shot is the same as the last time we spoke 10 minutes ago. Still no movement on the eastbound lanes of 1604 due to this accident. My suggestion, try to get on Green Mountain Road, make your way through the back roads, get to Lookout Road, and avoid this area entirely. That's if you're headed northeast. If you don't need to be on 1604 eastbound, just don't get on it right now because it's a mess. I'll leave you with that. Drive safe and have a great day. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And as you can see in this live picture, we also have very wet roads and very foggy conditions. Some rain still coming down. Of course, you just heard Jeannette talk all about that. So already a big problem. And then on top of that, the weather we're dealing with. Just north of downtown, another accident here, 281 southbound at Sprucewood. So that's just inside Loop 410 there. We do have one lane blocked because of that and some congestion building there as well. Downtown, it's just the construction closures on the upper level of I-35. That's northbound from I-10 to Brooklyn. Here's what it looks like. Big picture. Again, roads are wet, so be extra careful out there today. This weekend is when we could see some of that ice on the roads. That's the latest for now with your on-time traffic.
Joy, thank you. This year is the United States' 250th anniversary, and the best way to talk about the country's history, values, and pride is through you, our viewers. If you'd like to share your story and tell us about your experience living in the U.S. and what this country means for you, just scan that QR code you see now. It'll take you to our Chime In site where you can upload any pictures and videos. You might even get a chance to be featured in our newscast. And all year long, we'll be running special stories that highlight our communities around the country. Team USA Ski and Snowboarding has put out its poster for the Winter Olympics, and it includes legendary alpine ski racer Lindsey Vonn. The 41-year-old returned to the sport after a 6-year retirement and partial knee replacement. She's looking for her first gold medal since 2010. Other big names include Michaela Schifrin and snowboarder Chloe Kim, who's looking for her third gold medal. The 2026 Milano Cortina Olympics are happening across northern Italy starting February 6th. Yeah, it's just around the corner.
Yes.
But let's get another quick check of the weather before we go.
So foggy and wet this morning.
Absolutely.
That until about 10 o'clock this morning. Then we'll see more rain developing this afternoon. Could have some heavy rain tonight. And then it gets really cold tomorrow night into Sunday morning. We're going to be working around the clock, Marisa, to keep folks updated. So stay with us.
All right, good to know. Thank you, Jeannette. And again, take it easy on the roads this morning. Be aware of that it's wet and foggy.